Hello and welcome to Talk Motivation with your host Elvis Eckardt, former pro athlete turned business owner, motivating you to achieve personal growth, form new habits, and find happiness in your career and life. Without further ado, let's jump right into today's episode.
I am back with episode 3 of Talk Motivation. I had some lovely feedback from you guys over the past couple of weeks and even signed a strategic framework agreement with a new client through the podcast, so it can't be all that bad. It definitely encouraged me to produce more content on here. If you have any topic you want me to touch upon, send me a DM on LinkedIn. I also started a new short format called Motivational Monday this week. The format is all about game changers and their stories, and I will be uploading each Monday a short episode, no longer than 3 minutes. In this week's episode, I had a look at the story of Walt Disney. If you fancy listening to it, jump on your favorite medium and search for Talk Motivation. Anyway, enough of my rambling and back to this week's episode. This week, we want to have a look at the power of perseverance. If you want to be successful in today's world, you need a couple of qualities and traits. Talent, hard work, dedication, commitment, focus, to only mention a few. To me, the secret ingredient, the secret sauce, is perseverance though. It is a cornerstone of success. In a nutshell, perseverance is the act of persisting to do something in spite of challenges, obstacles, and disappointments you may face. Perseverance, if you think about it for a second, what a powerful word. When I envision perseverance, I think of never giving up, no matter what. It is more than the let's give it a try. I would even go that far to put it into the category of hate to lose. It lives in your heart and soul as it is your constant companion on the road to success. It lives through your pain and rejection, through your hardship and through your losses. When you think back through the generations on all the greatest and most successful people, it's their power of perseverance that stands out above everything else. Success can be a long and winding road, filled with obstacles, closed doors, and challenges. Life's no walk in the park. Anyone who thinks differently is just naive. None of us is immune or resistant to challenges and difficulties life throws at us. But what we do have is we possess the power to choose how we deal with it. What's your game plan when you come up against an obstacle or challenge? Do you quit and move on to the next best thing? Or do you find out-of-the-box solutions to overcome these obstacles and make a big step towards your goal? Unfortunately, today's society is continually in search of instant reward and gratification. Everyone thinks you have to reach your goal overnight, and if you don't, you might as well never start. Always remember, adversity is and will always be a necessary part of our growth and development. It is inevitable, so we just have to accept it, deal with it, and move on. I don't have enough fingers on my hands to count the amount of times when I wanted to give up on something. But it was actually then when I've decided to hang on to my dreams. I pushed through and reaped the rewards. Who listened to the first 2 episodes or the trailer of this podcast knows that I used to be a professional football player. I left the youth academy of Erzgebirge Aue with 19, having spent a lot of my younger years there trying to make it to the big leagues. I was at a point in my career where it was either to make it in football or to leave all the sweat and hard work behind and start a career in business or go on to study. I decided to go for it. I haven't had any offers, so I decided to take a step back and went to a 6th division side playing in the German province. A year later, when I was 20, I received a call and an invitation from the managing director of a Cypriot 2nd division side, which just promoted to the 1st division. He told me that he was looking for a goalkeeper and that they have scouted me through a scout they had sent looking into the German lower leagues. Now, that scout had only seen one game and referred me. Some might say this was pure luck. I say it was grinding. I worked hard for it, many years. In my mind, there was no doubt. I knew I deserved it. I flew there the next day, trained with them for a week and signed a 3-year contract at the end of the week. Pelé, one of my favorite footballers of all time, he said, "Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do." You may now be saying, "Yeah, Elvis, it's easy for you to preach about the importance of perseverance and keep grinding. But what if I am confronted with constant failure and never reaching the goals I set for myself?" My response would be that I totally get it. Facing up to consistent failure is tough, and it's soul destroying. I've been there, done that. Look at Thomas Edison. How often did he fail in his quest to invent the light bulb? See adversity as an inspiration to go and achieve what you're aiming for. Refuse to quit and learn from your failures. Move forward. Begin with the end in mind. Commit today to your dreams and goals and just see it through. Develop the attitude to keep going. If you do, you will eventually reap the rewards of the success you so desire. Vince Lombardi said, "Winners never quit and quitters never win." And he's right, isn't he? Do yourself a favor and stop thinking that you have to get there by tomorrow. Let the route become your destination. After all, that journey will build your character. There is a door at the end of this journey, and you already got the key. It's perseverance.
You are listening to Talk Motivation, the podcast where you get your weekly dose of motivation. Now back to your host, Elvis Eckardt.
Now we established that perseverance is at the heart of your success. What can you actually do to develop it? First of all, you need to establish what it is you truly desire. What goal do you really want to achieve? Got that? Now create a step-by-step plan of how you're going to get there. Break up your big goals into lots of small goals. That plan is now your roadmap and will take you to your destination. Now, there might be detours, but use this map to not get lost. Now you have your roadmap in place. I want you to make a commitment to yourself that you will work towards this end goal for a specific period of time and that you won't give up before that time arrives. You decide how short or long this period is. Once you reach the deadline, decide if you want to continue on the given path or make amendments to the strategy. Stay with me here. Don't quit. I also want you to identify potential obstacles or closed doors you could face along the way. Remember, we're already preparing you mentally here for when that day arrives. This will help you in the process of devising alternative strategies and contingency plans. Have also 2 to 3 key people on your journey. Now, this could be someone from your family, a friend, a business partner, or even a mentor, and have them helping you to keep your focus and motivational level up in the process of achieving your goal. If you want to develop perseverance, self-control is a must. Don't get too sidetracked and distracted. You want to establish daily habits. Taking small steps of progress every day will mean that your efforts will compound. And we like compounding when speaking about reaching goals. I cannot stress this enough. You must have the stamina to go the distance. Developing perseverance is nothing beyond your reach, but you need to put the effort in. I would give anything to be able to do that. How often have you heard someone or yourself saying that? Now, what does anything mean? If you want to have a successful business, anything means probably putting off years of taking vacations and spending a lot of time apart from your loved ones. If you want to be a professional pianist, anything means probably practicing more than 5 hours a day for years and years to come to have a chance at becoming a concert pianist. Anything is practice, 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 and pursue until you achieve a level of excellence. Don't be a spectator and deal with life as it comes at you. Be a wanting, willing, and most of all deserving participant. Focus and work on your goals, and success is inevitable. Many goals will take an extraordinary measure to achieve success. Make perseverance a habit. Perseverance is pursuing your dreams until they become reality. Perseverance is what gets you past the setbacks to your success. Perseverance is knowing what you want and nothing will stop you from obtaining it. Perseverance shows your commitment to finish a project. Showing perseverance in a business environment will not just give you the respect of your colleagues. It will also get you the tough tasks because your management knows you will see the job at hand through. For people who are in business, you know that there's no greater respect and honor than being assigned to lead and complete tough projects where others fail. Long story short, perseverance is the road less traveled. If you enjoyed this week's episode, please share the love and let your network know about it. Feel free to also connect with me on LinkedIn and we can take the conversation there.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Talk Motivation with your host, Elvis Eckardt. To listen to this episode again and to find previous episodes, search Talk Motivation on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google Podcasts. Sayonara, muchachos!